I lost $25,000 in my first real estate transaction. Hey there YouTube, my name is Korbie Nitiforo. I own Innovative Real Estate Investments, and I've been investing in real estate for almost 2 decades now. We own over $20 million in cash generating rental properties. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 mistakes I made in my real estate journey that I don't want you to make. So without further ado, the first mistake I made in my real estate journey was not creating an LLC. What? You heard me right. The first few houses I purchased were in my own name. Now, why is that a mistake? For 2 reasons. The first reason is we live in a sue-happy society. Anything you do, you can get sued. You can even drive through McDonald's and order some hot coffee, spill some on yourself, and then sue McDonald's because the coffee was too hot. Imagine that. If you create an LLC, it protects you from that type of a liability. The second reason why it's good to create an LLC is for tax purposes. Now, without getting into the nitty-gritty details, having an LLC allows you to depreciate and write off a lot of the expenses associated with owning a rental property. The second mistake I made that I don't want you to make is buying a house in the wrong area code. You may have already watched my video. I'm going to pop it up somewhere over here. Location, location, location. I lost $25,000 in my first real estate transaction. And the reason was I paid $25,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Beautiful house, beautiful neighborhood, green grassy yard. But it was in the wrong location. I bought it in Detroit, Michigan. There were no jobs. So ultimately, I had this asset, or at least what I thought was an asset, that couldn't be rented. And so I ended up losing my on that deal. Make sure before you purchase a rental property, you do your due diligence on the location. Make sure it's in a good area code. The third mistake I made was using my own money to buy my first few deals. I bought 2 rental properties. Each one was about $50,000, and I had my own cash. I didn't know at the time that I could leverage the bank's money. If I'd have known what I know now, I would have been able to leverage that $100,000 and been able to buy about 6 properties. I would have been further ahead. So don't make that mistake. The fourth mistake I made that I don't want you to make was trying to manage my own property, trying to be the property manager. Now, I'm going to plop a video somewhere up here. There are so many reasons you don't want to manage your own property. All the horror stories you hear about real estate, about the toilet broke and the tenant called me in the middle of the night, and all of those things happen to property owners that are trying to manage their own property. That was me. When I started real estate, any excuse I had to go to a tenant's house with my little tools, and I was going to waste a whole bunch of my time in order to try to save a little bit of money. I do not recommend that. Spend a little bit of money to buy your time back. There's a difference between rich people and poor people. You see, what rich people do is they spend a little bit of their money to buy their time back. Time is much more important than money. And poor people, unfortunately, waste a whole bunch of their time trying to save a little bit of money. Don't be a poor person. Spend money to hire a property manager. It's only 10% of the rent. Hire a property manager, let them manage the property so that you don't have to deal with this headache, getting calls at midnight about a broken toilet. The fifth mistake I made is buying at the wrong time and paying too much for a rental property. Now, what do I mean by that? One of the questions I get asked most frequently is, should I wait for interest rates to drop lower before I buy? I think Warren Buffett said it best. He said, be fearful when people are greedy and be greedy when people are fearful. When the interest rates are high, everybody's fearful. Nobody wants to buy anything. And when the interest rates are low, everybody's greedy. Everybody's buying. Back in 2021, interest rates were really low. So a lot of people, including myself, spent too much money for properties. How much is too much money for a property? I believe you shouldn't pay more than 75% of the after repair value for a property. Well, that is if you're planning on refinancing the property, because most banks are only going to lend you 75% of the after repair value for a refinance. If you want to see a video I did on how much is too much to spend on a property, I'll plop it up somewhere right here. If you got some value out of that video, make sure that you like, share it with your friends, family, coworkers. It really helps the channel to grow. Hasta la vista, baby. YouTube, if you like the videos we've been putting out and you want to see more videos about getting financially free and getting out of the rat race, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and all that other YouTubey stuff.